Well, ho ho ho! This is your singing Santa. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Laughing Cat Media is playing around with your Let's Player and commentator, me. No, just me. Uh, Squaresoft game. I figure I play something. Holy crap! It's the Statue of Liberty. Uh, she's crying. I don't know why. I mean, well, it's New York. The Knicks are playing, but no, I chosen Parasite Eve for the PlayStation 1. I am playing the the PSN version of Parasite Eve on the PS3 for my December playthrough. I figured a lot of people are doing kind of Christmas games or games around Christmas. To be honest, like this time of year is usually easy for Let's Players because they either do a Halloween game or some type of autumn game or a Christmas game around, the week of Christmas or whatnot. And since I can't play Die Hard, I figure I'd find something equivalent to that. No, but Parasite Eve. Well, it takes place on Christmas Eve, so why not? It takes place in December, so why not? This one was actually intentional, as opposed to Ghostbusters. My Ghostbusters playthrough in November, which I didn't even realize it took place during Thanksgiving or in November. So, liberation, conception, fusion. Panty Provine. You could definitely see that. The worst foe lies within itself. Blue by Beyonce. It just sounds like a fragrance. But yeah, Parasite Eve, believe came out in 1990. It came out in 97 in Japan, and it came out here in 1998, if I'm not mistaken, September 9th. If the wiki serves me right, why not? Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'll also be playing the EX version, or the EX playthrough. That is unlocked after you first clear through the game. The difference between the two is the Chrysler building that is on the world map. Chrysler building will essentially be a gauntlet and or maze, but is the only way that we can fight the true boss of the game. And I want to have the true ending for all you guys, and I'll probably just record that version. Me going through that thing is probably going to be a pain in the ass anyway, so why the hell not? She's still crying. I wonder if there's some Ghostbusters somewhere, and I wonder if she's naked under that toga. But actually kind of an interesting game for Squaresoft. I mean, prior to this, and I'm pretty sure if they widen that shot out, Batman would be standing on top of that gargoyle, or Spider-Man landing on top of that roof. But oh look, it's Rockefeller Center. Merry Christmas from 1997. It's the past telling us. But no, just a weird kind of game for Squaresoft, and I don't know actually where this is. My New York location cal isn't the biggest, so I don't know if this is Radio City Music Hall, or is Carnegie Hall in New York? I don't know. I don't live in New York. Sorry. What's wrong? What is this place? But yeah, so we're introduced to our main character, Aya Bera. I know she's half Japanese, half American, which, by the way, doesn't actually have anything to do with the story. So there you go. I didn't actually change her name because we want a legit playthrough. And besides, everyone calls her that, so that's why not. She is apparently on her first date, which is as cold as it is outside. I don't know. Her attire isn't the best. And just a heads up, I do want to apologize for the audio and sometimes hiccups. I mean, there's nothing I can control that while I'm capturing this footage. Usually what happens is I played the game too long and I didn't realize I played the game too long and he's actually clipping through her. But I play the game too long, and while I'm recording, it'll have hiccups or things. Father, this is a very terrible rendition of Cats. I would have to say, very, very, very bad. It's a very tragic ending. I will say that. But Father, and apparently Mariah Carey has thrown her vengeance. I wanted blue Skittles. Holy crap, people are dying. People are bursting in the flames. This is the first 5 minutes of the game. This is weird. This is not Final Fantasy. No one has cast Fagra, I don't know what I was thinking. Fargra. People are burning, but apparently she's okay. Get out of the way. But there's nothing that way. But no, a very different. Yeah, actually, here's the item menu. Now, when you do start on EX mode, you are given the last defensive vest you own prior to completing the game, and you're given the last weapon you own prior to beating the game. I think you have a choice while there's a specific part, but you have a choice. I'll just say take the strongest handgun you have and do that. And now we're introduced to the fighting mechanic, which is kind of like an active time. It's pretty revolutionary. I think the games that were coming out around this time, like Final Fantasy and such, kind of didn't have this kind of time battle system. They never implemented in Final Fantasy, but in other RPGs they have, and actually they improved upon it in Parasite Eve 2. And now I is having this kind of weird flashback thingy. I don't know what's going on. But like I was saying, they try to figure out what the hell is going on. This is a very different game. Squaresoft, released. I think I don't want to say one of the most innovative, but it is like one of like the kind of most interesting games they released. Obviously, other games getting success like Resident Evil kind of geared them toward making a survival horror game. I don't necessarily say that this is survival horror because, as far as like bullets and things, it has like horror elements in it. But, definitely has a kind of effect on it. And definitely from Squaresoft's point of view too, this is their first kind of mature game ever. I mean, just look at this first cutscene. A little wholesome rat that we've seen in other, it's just a rat. Granted, don't show this rat to other people, but a little wholesome rat. What in the hell? And it's peeing. It's poop. Oh my
god. Oh my god. It's a rat.
That thing actually looks freaky. Just saying. I don't know what she's doing, but no, it's like one of the most. It's one of the. I think it is the first M-rated game SquareSoft has developed, and it got critical praise for what it was. I think this was around the time where the PlayStation was kind of getting, some of the like AAA games out, and this also too was like what 97, 98 was the kind of time where the industry itself kind of realized that okay, let's release games around from November on. Let's release games and things around this time and help increase sales. So I don't know. And unlike Resident Evil, where they haven't actually grown up from, in Parasite Eve you save by telephone, which is a more contemporary way of saving. I never realized why Resident Evil would never do that. But you will just make your way to that first dressing room. Where right now we're just kind of just scouring the dressing rooms and hallways, picking up bullets and such, making our way around, trying to pick up whatever we can. If we run into any rats, we shoot them. But I didn't realize while doing well, hold on, because Jafar Parrot has something to say. And now it turned into a Pharaoh. A Pharaoh. What that Pokemon is. And we kill it like that. Throughout this playthrough, I will be explaining the battle system and the items and how you upgrade items, which is it takes some explaining it through. There's not really too much audio, not too much talking, and whoa, a clown. This was very weird the first time I saw this. Wasn't expecting a clown. I was actually expecting him to do something out. And apparently Eve actually passed him on the way. That guy's very lucky. He was actually late to the party, which is a good thing. Why not? It's kind of looking through here, making sure that I pick up any ammo. Because right now, we really don't have a ton of ammo. I don't really think I was actually looking to shoot anybody intentionally anyway. But Eve burnt all these guys, or burnt everybody here, but she left that one guy. I don't know. And we'll soon unravel this. We'll soon unravel this mystery here. Call the paramedics. But help me, I've been burned really, really badly. Actually, it's not funny that guy got burned. That guy had absolutely nothing to do with anything. And also interesting that Squaresoft actually placed one of their video games in the real world. I mean, like an actual real life location as New York City. I mean, throughout the game, we'll be going to a lot of New York City. I don't want to say landscapes. Well, let's be honest too. It's only Manhattan. This thing only the story or game takes place in the span of what 6 days, and we're only really in Manhattan, which it's New York. I've never lived in New York. I have family that's in New York, but I don't know how Manhattan is. I would think it would be a okay place if people aren't bursting into flames, or maybe they are. Maybe that's how I haven't gone there yet. But nonetheless, let's make our way back through this whole backstage area. I think that guy is okay. I'm not sure. And we're just unlocking doors, making sure, and also too, we have to make sure that we have enough things, medical, medicine, one, and I will say this though, the kind of the item management in this game is kind of not the best. I don't. It's not that I don't like it, but you get so much stuff. Now, obviously, you don't have to go through and pick up everything, but you kind of do. Well, you kind of do need to, manage your items. Not in terms of bullets, because you have kind of like this bullet stash to where you kind of never really run out, or you don't at least have the threat of running out. And as fast as I'm going through these guys, the actual first playthrough round was actually quite challenging. It's just that I'm just using the gun because, I don't want to waste a item slot using weaker weapons. But as you can see, the door at the very top is locked. And, oh, that's the clown from earlier. Wow. And I am aware that you can make your way back up to the stage. Now, there's really no items here. And actually, after you go past this area, you really don't need to come back there again. So, just kind of checking and making sure that we have any, chest or medicine. Medicine will become important up until you get a certain ability. Not really going ahead, but you get abilities in the game. So, and I will be running down the list of those. But you're not totally locked out of the game. You can jump back down. As so, how she's running around in those hills, I don't know. I don't know how you women do it. I'm glad that you women do it because you look very good doing them. But in order to progress throughout the game, I think it's this room. I'm not sure of this room. Yep. Nope, I don't think it's not this room. I actually thought something was back there. But you stand in the corner and you figure out what you've done because you heard a saw, Aya. No. No, I don't know. I actually don't have a clue why I'm standing here in the corner here like this. I don't know. I'll edit it out. Speeding it up a little bit. Aya walks kind of slow. And actually, I would recommend, if you were to get this game, I think you should pick it up. It's a very interesting RPG take, on horror. And, you can also play this around Halloween time. But if you were to get it, please make sure that you have a analog stick on hand because this came out the time I think the analog stick was just the DualShock was kind of becoming a new thing. I know they changed the controller before they changed the system, but playing this with a D-pad is very troublesome, one would say. November 22nd, I was playing Ghostbusters. December 6th, I was still playing Ghostbusters. Actually, this will be up on December 6th. December 10th, I was playing Kingdom Hearts. What a surprise. Sawyer's feet isn't that big. December 11th, Partridge in a Pear Tree. December 20th, I don't understand why these people, they write their diaries before they do all this crazy stuff. Another key, a key to a key. Well, we got a rehearsal key. So, we're there. All right, and onward to the next part. Why don't you? Yes, I did unlock the door, and with that said, guys, next part's up.